yourself above me. I was into you, but I'm over it now. And I was trying to be nice, but nothing's getting through, so let me spell it out. A, B, C, D, E, F. You know, it's your mom and your sister and your job and your Craigslist couch and the way your voice.
All right, I think you need to go revisit that.
Yeah.
So it.
Are you going to get the microphone and put it close to you?
No, I'm going to talk from a half mile away.
Yeah, half mile. Okay.
Well, I would have it closer to me. However, I wasn't anticipating it just to drop off without ending.
I didn't. It doesn't drop off. I mean, on my when I did it, so it's okay.
Well, round 2.
Round 2.
Or actually, it would probably round 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Anyway, yeah, I noticed it didn't fade in.
Really?
Yeah, it just starts out like just blaring loud.
Okay, well, I'll take a look at it.
Yeah, take a gander at it whenever you get a chance. That'd be cool.
You may do it right now?
No, not right now.
Okay.
We got a show going on. I don't know if you noticed or not. Oh, yeah, by the way.
We got a show.
We're officially live. Officially official.
Officially live.
Yeah.
Well.
Welcome, everybody.
Yeah, welcome. How come it's not switching?
What's not switching?
Camera.
Oh, because I just want everybody to look at me. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Well, what's been going on?
I don't know, man. I was expecting all this rain and stuff today, and I look out.
And there's nothing.
No rain.
There's nothing but houses.
Yeah, nothing but houses. Sea of houses.
Uncompleted houses.
Yeah. Well, luckily, when I look out, all I see is land. Now, obviously, that's going to change here soon.
Yeah, you're going to see
the same shit you see.
Yeah, I'm not going to say nothing.
I'm glad I'm sitting on this side, not over there, because I'd be fucking
Well, you
irate.
used to sit over here.
I did, and I don't know why I chose over here. Oh, yeah, because I always like to face the door.
Right, yeah. Well,
I don't know why it's
I always have to turn and look at the door. I don't like doing.
Well, the cool thing is I can see what's going on in the hallway too. Like, you know, when we have guest audience and stuff like that, I can stare at them.
Stare at them?
Eye. Give them a stank eye.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. So are we freezing now?
Are we freezing? No,
we're not freezing, are we?
So these cables that just came in today.
Yeah.
Supposedly, you know, after dealing with Spectrum yet again. We were, you know, going through the whole thing spiel again. You know, plug it directly into your computer and blah blah blah.
Okay.
And then somehow we got on the subject of cables, and then he's like, "Yeah, tell me, like, you know, take a look at your Ethernet cables and see what they are." And they're 5E, and he was all like, "Oh, that might be some of your problem too." And I was like, dear God, they've replaced all the lines outside, inside, and, you know, to the node.
Right.
And I'm like, all this time, if it's going to be the simple Ethernet cables that are inside the house, like that are literally connected to the modem,
right,
I'm going to be pissed.
Well, yeah. This is...
Yeah, and I told him, I go, well, I had Cat 7 before. Or Cat 8, I think it was, and he was
right.
Like, he said that they don't even support Cat 7 or 8. So even though I had those before, he said it wouldn't do anything.
Really?
Yeah, which doesn't make any sense to me. So you would think they would be backwards compatible, but apparently, I guess not.
No. Well, shit.
So hopefully these Cat 6s that came, and they're also color coded, kind of like our fancy XLR wire. So they're. Look,
they're all yeah,
all color coded.
Oh, okay. So I get to be blue.
Yeah, fucker.
I get to be blue because, you know, that's my color.
It's my color.
Oh, it wasn't.
You're lucky you're older.
It wasn't your color. Seniority. It wasn't your color that.
Seniority doesn't beat beauty.
Seniority does.
In this case.
Yeah, seniority does. So. I used to have seniority, but
yeah?
I have none no more. So I got to start at the very bottom again. That's okay. Whatever. I worked my way up before. I can do it again.
Right? Get it.
Yeah, but I only got maybe 5-10 years left. So yeah. So the weather is windy.
Yeah.
It's windy. It's supposed to be like stormy later on tonight or now or something. Thursday on the 31st, which is a couple days. Wednesday the 30th. I thought today was Wednesday for some reason. I don't know why.
Not today. We do podcasts on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Ben.
Yes, I know. Okay, so tomorrow, high 74, low 41. Thursday, the 31st, 69, low 41. April Fool's Day, high 74, 49. Saturday, high 75, 46. Sunday, high 80, low 54. Monday, high 80, low 31.
31?
No, I'm just kidding. 56.
I was going to say. Like
Tuesday, high.
We're past April Fools. You can't fucking do
Yeah, I know. High 74, low 51. Wednesday. Oh, and thunderstorms on fucking Tuesday, the 5th.
What's up with every Tuesday and thunderstorms?
I don't know. That's okay.
It's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy. Yeah. Wednesday on the 6th, high 75, low 49. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be decent during the day. It's gonna be cold as fuck at night, basically.
When is it supposed to be cold?
Every single night. 40.
It's only in the 40s, man. It's not like
that's cold.
It's not cold. It's like kind of. Okay, well maybe.
It's a tidbit nipply. Is that better?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So, storms headed to North Texas Tuesday night.
Here's what to expect.
Here's what you can expect.
Storms.
Is it the same thing as last week? Probably not.
No, this is well, if it fucking will pull up. If it will actually load, that'd be great.
Okay.
It says a line of showers and storms are expected Tuesday night and early Wednesday with the next upper level storm system and cold front. A few storms could be severe with hail and damaging winds and even a brief nadir or two.
Really?
Yeah, apparently there's a 2-for-1 special.
A brief one, huh?
A brief nadir or two.
Brief.
Like it's going to say hi and then it's going to leave.
A brief Tiffany. Hello, Tiffany.
Tiffany?
Nadir.
What's up?
A brief Tiffany tornado. God, I don't know.
Tiffany Twister?
Yeah. Tiffany Twister. Yeah. That'll fuck some shit up.
Yeah, well, fucking level some houses.
Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, Kayla. Kayla's here too.
What's up, Kayla?
And then 2 die in Rowlett. Helicopter crash. Final moments caught on video. Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see the video?
I saw the video.
Man, it's crazy, man. Like, everybody's got cameras nowadays, so it's like, they even caught it with the Ring doorbell camera, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, let me see if I can get this thing to fire up, and then I'll show the video.
Okay. All right.
Because it's kind of crazy. All right. I think I can go to the full spiel.
Two people have died after a helicopter went down near a busy intersection. So far, neither of the victims have been identified. The crash happened around 11:30 this morning near Lakeview Parkway and Dexham Road, just northeast of Lake Ray Hubbard. And that's where we find Rebecca Lopez. Rebecca, I imagine it's been a pretty hectic scene out there this afternoon. What have you been able to learn
about man, she is mean mug facing. Like, motherfucker, I won't be here.
In this area,
yeah, she looked like she.
Business section of Rowlett. So a lot of people on their lunch hours saw what happened. But I want to pan over to this building over here. It's a storage unit, but right behind that flag and a building.
Hey, it's
on
Devin.
The blue roof. There is
my storage unit
of the propeller that landed on top of the roof.
That looks like a tail fin. That doesn't look like a propeller.
People have also shared videos.
Bitch, you don't know your fucking
the first video
helicopter.
Oh,
here it is.
Was given to us by Zach Pittman. It shows the helicopter as it was falling from the sky.
Oh, it lost its tail fin.
The tail separated from the chopper. Pittman and others have told us that
wow,
they were hovering. Then they heard a loud pop. and saw the tail separate and then spin and flip upside down. It caught fire as soon as it hit the ground. Authorities say the pilot and the passenger did not survive. Pittman and others provided us video of the helicopter also seconds after it went down. Several people grabbed fire extinguishers and tried to put that fire out, but it was too intense, so there was really nothing that they could do.
This is when I believe we should have parachutes.
We do have parachutes. What are you talking about?
I mean, it should be mandatory. Every helicopter has a parachute.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, they had plenty of time to, escape the or even that, or just have the vessel itself, the cabin, have its own parachute.
Right.
Because, I mean, you saw it. It was kind of just basically slowly making its way down to the ground before it finally, hit the ground and caught
It just
fire.
looks kind of like a slow death.
Yeah, it's freaking
Yeah.
crazy.
Let's see. Tiffany said, "Hey, Wactrick." Oh, whatever. And then she said, "Oh my God, I can't listen to you guys out loud." So he keeps saying,
Mother, father.
So what? Okay. And Andy, yeah, that's normal. Hey, Andy, how you doing?
Yeah, man. How's the toothasis?
How you doing, Snaggletooth? Hey, that's what my uncles used to call me when I would lose it. When I was a kid, and I would lose a tooth. Hey, Snaggletooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they used to. So, let's see. DeSoto Police Department seizes thousands in illegal drugs on Friday. They did?
Evidently.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cool.
It's going down in DeSoto.
Oh, yeah, it is. He said he feels like shit, even though he got a lot of balls. You feel like shit? Well, the front does hurt worse more than the back.
Worse more?
Hurts.
Worse more.
Hurt. I said hurts more.
You said hurts worse more.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Well, hurts more.
Worse.
Hurts more.
More worse.
More worse.
More.
Whatever. Whatever. Anyway, DeSoto Police Department seizes thousands in illegal drugs on Friday. DeSoto Police Department announced the Police Criminal Investigation CID.
CID.
Yeah,
hey, Andy.
CID.
Besides the drugs, you notice anything with this picture, Andy?
He's a local drug dealer. He's a local street drug dealer.
Andy, I need you to investigate this picture, please.
Tell us what it is.
We need to see what the street value of this
What
here
is
all is.
What is the street value of that, Andy?
Andy's gonna go, well, the amp is about $300. The speakers are about $250 a piece.
Yeah.
Yep. Andy said, I seen an amp above. He goes, that's not a bad amp.
Yeah. It's 18 grams of marijuana, 22 grams of ecstasy, 320 grams of fentanyl, and 2 firearms. Fentanyl is a
synthetic opioid.
Yeah, a synthetic opioid that is up to 50 times stronger than
heroin.
Okay.
I'll finish that sentence since they cut it off.
Yeah, heroin. Okay. All right. Well, I think everybody knows that, or some people do know that. Not everybody. And then Denton Universities can now drive golf carts on select city roads.
Yes.
Probably the only one-way roads, probably. You think?
So what they were saying is because the campuses are so close to each other,
yeah,
that they are going to allow golf carts to basically drive on select city roads. But the reason why I thought this was cool was because we asked a long time ago around Lake Dallas if we were allowed to have golf carts because of the lake being right here, and it would just be easier to, instead of loading up a car,
right,
to load up a freaking golf cart and just go cruising around. And plus, you can actually drive the golf cart around the shores and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why it's interesting. Let's see.
Yep. Well, at least they can do that, you know. So anyway, Dallas police looking for a man accused of stealing 5 Amazon delivery trucks. 5?
Yeah, did you hear about this?
No, I didn't hear about it.
My mom's all like, good job. I'm like,
Damn it, how come you're stealing all the 5 Amazon delivery trucks? Shit. Dallas
5 is my favorite number, Mom.
That used to be my baseball number. Dallas police are looking for a man believed to be behind 5 thefts of Amazon delivery trucks, along with all the packages inside. Early Saturday morning, police arrested a woman seen alongside him in a vehicle's camera. Police said they know who the man is, but they cut it off.
But
what?
How can they do that?
But they cut it off. Whatever.
Wait, where are you at? I'm not seeing it.
Oh no, I think. Oh, you know what? I think. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, 'cause I have the story pulled up and I have it like up on the screen too.
Let's see. Oh, God, all these pop-ups. Police said they know who the man is, but they need public's help to find him. They said it is not worth it to anyone who is attempting to help hide him. Dominic, who did not want the news station to use her last name, said it was terrifying last Tuesday when 2 people suddenly came up to her Amazon delivery truck and stole it. A said, I can at least have my phone.
No, she said, can I?
Oh, can I at least have my phone? And he handed it to me and drove away. Wow.
Oh man, Dominique lost her $250 pair of prescription glasses and her driver's license and debit card. She says her manager quickly connected the dots because he had caught the pair on camera the last time one of his Amazon trucks was stolen. So clearly it's something with the route. They're just napping them up.
The route or the route?
The route.
The route.
The route of the route.
Route.
The route.
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 Okay.
Route. Roads.
Yeah. Yeah.
Going back to the last story, roads.
Road?
Roads.
Okay.
You ever seen what is it called?
I don't know. What is it called?
Fuck, something cop.
Huh?
I don't know.
Okay. Let's see. It concerns me. Dallas comedians weigh in on the slap heard around the world.
Oh yeah, my buddy Paul. He's he made the news. Congratulations, buddy. I've hung out with him a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and play it.
I've been doing stand-up for 21 years.
And in those 21 years at places like the Dallas Comedy Club in Deep Ellum, Paul Verghese has been heckled before.
To me, it's completely out of line.
There he is.
But no one ever took a swing at him.
I've said plenty of offensive things.
Yeah, you have.
You know, whether I'm proud of them or I'm not. But it doesn't warrant anybody coming up and hitting. Like if it happened at a Brahms, I get it. You know, you made fun of your wife, and then go punch him. But he's on stage. Like that's the liberty of being on stage.
And when somebody's attacked on stage, the show's over.
Dallas Comedy Club owner Ian William Caruth says the show should have been over, and Will Smith escorted from the building.
If somebody attacked a performer on stage, they would absolutely get charges thrown at them, and they would certainly be kicked out of here for starters. It concerns me because I don't want people to be
the smack heard around the world.
It lets everyone else think, oh well, if he can do it, well then why can't I? You know, there's gonna be a situation where something like that happens.
Paul Verghese once opened for Joan Rivers, one of the most famous insult comics of her day. It's what they do. He says it's what people in the front row should expect.
A lot of the people who are complaining about Chris Rock don't watch Chris Rock. To me, I hope Chris Rock doesn't apologize, because as a comic, I feel like when you apologize, it's almost like, oh, I knew I was doing something wrong. And I don't think Chris Rock was actively doing something wrong.
Other than some very dated material. Maybe, Paul says. He could apologize for that.
The reference was terrible. If you're going to slap him for the G.I. Jane reference. I mean, that movie was 91, 92, something like that.
In Dallas. I'm Kevin Reese.
I mean, yeah, he does have a point.
It was very hard for people to see initially.
Like his works of art, Kinfolk now started in Cedric.
So that last clip, Paul.
Uh-huh.
Me and Raj, who's another comedian, we all like went out hanging out, and they loved Jaeger,
Yeah.
And 20-something shots later, I learned that you cannot outdrink a comedian.
No, you can't. You can't.
As much as we drink every now and again on this show, you cannot outdrink a comedian.
Right. You can't. You can't. So go ahead. What's your opinion on the slap?
My opinion, like
I don't want to say mine.
I want to hear yours too, but I think they're right. I think something should have been done because I honestly, when I first heard it and saw it, because I was here when I saw it, I was actually pulling clips and I was actually looking at the awards to see if there was anything worthy of pulling, and of course,
Right.
that happened, and then it was fucking everywhere. Like you couldn't get away from it. It was on every channel and everybody was talking about it.
Uh-huh.
My thought at first was I thought it was scripted. Like I thought it was just the way it happened, the way he wasn't escorted, the way he was smiling, and then the way he buttoned his jacket off, up and just kind of walked away. Like I thought it was a skit. And then I find out that no, there was a lot of it you didn't see, which was when he was.
Who's that?
What the fuck?
Really? Hey, Pam. Let me go see who it is right quick.
Oh shit! I don't have my security on. No wonder. Oh, it's Dan. It's next door Dan. Perfect timing. Let's see if old Dan Pan. I hear him. Shit, now we're going to have to get the other third camera all situated. Oh, they're having a powwow outside. They're having a bromance. Just in case. So yeah, anyway, going back to what Patrick asked, I thought it was like a skit. Like it seemed too surreal, seemed too just artificial. Didn't seem like it kind of felt staged, so to speak. And then come to find out that it was actually real. And even people had commented that Will was laughing at first, and then he looked over and saw his wife, and then that's when his laughter turned into, well, now I got to stand up, I got to do something, And at first I thought he punched him, but then I saw his hand was like open, so I was kind of like, was that a slap? Like what the fuck? Like I don't even know. But then I was kind of like, well, if he hit him as hard as he could, like that was weak. Like I thought Will had more gusto than that. Well, who was that? Dan?
Yeah.
What did old next door Dan say?
It was Dan. Dan next door.
I didn't know if I needed to get the camera ready or not, so I cleaned off some of the.
You needed. Well, I mean, if you
Did he
were out
puss
there,
out?
yeah, you would have needed to.
Did he puss out?
Yes, he did.
God.
I told him. I said, dude, you need to come on the podcast. We're in the middle of it. You're interrupting. And he said, well, you left your window down, man. I'm just like, yeah, I did. Okay. So.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah. And he goes, I'll take care of my friends. I said, I'm not your friend. I'm just kidding. I didn't say that. So I said, well, why don't you come in and be on the podcast? He goes, no, I'm making a. I said, you got an excuse for everything, dude.
He does. He's scared.
And I said, well,
a lot of people are scared.
I said, why don't you come in on Thursday? He goes, today after tomorrow? I go, let me see. Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah, Thursday. In 2 days. How about that? I'll think about it.
Yeah, to Andy's point, Jada has alopecia and is losing her hair, so they took it really personally. But the thing is that Chris didn't even know that she was losing her hair. So yeah, and I understand, but that's when you're in a comedian, it's like you should know as a comedian. You don't make fun of somebody, being pregnant because maybe they're not. Maybe they're just fat. I mean, there are certain rules.
I did that once.
I've been around somebody did that to her, and I was like, going. Ooh.
I said, "You really want to get pregnant? Really? Why?" And she looked at me and she goes, "I am pregnant." I go, "Okay, whatever. Well, my bad. I'm sorry."
But then it's like, if somebody's bald, you can't make fun of their baldness because they could be cancer. They could have cancer or something like that. So then you would feel like like an asshat. And like perfect example, like Chris Rock in this situation, he's making fun of somebody not realizing that, she didn't shave her head because, she necessarily wanted to. She just did because it looked better than the alternative.
Right.
In her head, in her mind. So yeah, I mean that's but at the end of the day, it's like, not all jokes are funny and not all jokes land. Not all jokes, are gonna be funny. And it's also like defending, like, freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Kinda. But you don't fix one wrong with another wrong. If you're offended, you're pissed off, you don't, violent, what they always, teach you, sticks and stones hurt your bones, and words and names can't.
You sound like Bush now.
6 one, a half dozen the other, and sometimes 3 more.
Strategery.
Strategery and the nucleify of the nation.
Nucleify of the nation. Yeah.
Nucleify of the nation.
Right. Well, my thing is.
Yeah, Andy, I agree.
My thing is that.
That was his first Oscar? Will Smith, that was his first Oscar?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Was it really?
Mm-hmm.
As many movies he's been. God, remember, what is it? State of Emergency. What is it? Fifth State? Something like that?
Deep State?
No, there was one that he was
that's a
in
movie
something
by Kevin
state.
Smith.
Fifth State or something like that? I don't remember. But anyway.
Enemy
of the State. That's it. Yeah, dude, he was phenomenal in that movie.
Hey, Barney.
Hey, Barney, what's happening?
Hey, I like your
Prestige worldwide. Prestige worldwide.
Yeah.
What was that? You like the what?
I like the shirt I saw on Facebook. It said Prestige Worldwide.
Hell yeah. Do you know it was Byron's birthday a couple days ago?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it yesterday?
Yesterday? Maybe?
Something?
Day before? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
All my days run together.
Happy birthday. Whatever.
Carrie says, hey.
Hey, Carrie. How you doing?
What's happening? Welcome.
Yeah. So my take on the Will thing.
Yeah, and audience, y'all too, we want to hear your take on the whole Will Smith thing, because I know everybody's got a different opinion, and I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, my take is that he had a choice of jokes to choose from.
Yeah.
And he didn't have to choose that one. Or the Academy or whatever, they could have taken that joke out.
Well, they can't. Well,
with the chance of, could we offend her or not?
Yeah, but that becomes a slippery slope of,
Everybody's offended by everything any fucking way.
There you go. That's exactly my point. That's exactly my point.
So it doesn't really matter.
To me, comedians have like one of the hardest jobs right now ever of any probably occupation right now, just because of the level of Karens,
yeah,
and Chads throughout the world.
Uh-huh.
And everybody's butthurt about everything, and everybody's so fucking sensitive and everything else. It's just like,
well, Andy, if he improv that, he shouldn't have done it. That's my thing. And it's like what the comedian said, during the newscast or whatever on the interview, is that if he said it like in a Brahms or in a Walmart or a Target, yeah, you would have got your ass kicked.
Yeah.
At the award show, no, it should have been handled differently. Should have been done after the show and everything. But
yeah,
I think that I think frustration and just everything got to him all at once. They all hit him all at the same time, and that's what he did. So,
and his frustration was unlimited. So that's why we're here talking about it on the podcast.
Yep.
Yeah, see? But yeah, Paul actually had a good point, which I had not heard anybody else talk about, is the fact that even the joke itself was fucking antiquated and old, and it was terrible to begin with. So,
yeah, well, it is what it is. It's done. It's over. He's got a lot. He's got a lot to. He's got a lot to fix.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
So, I mean, from here on out, like, what do y'all think, the Academy, and what do y'all think should happen? Because, like, the comedians that we played just a few minutes ago, like, they basically said that, like, if that would have happened out at, like, a club, the dude would have been yanked off the stage, the show would have stopped, like, and Will Smith would have been kicked the fuck out and not been able to continue.
Well, you got to go back to the Kevin Spacey, Harvey Weinstein, and all that. They all got to keep their awards. They all got to keep everything after they find out that they were fucking pedophiles and everything. So
To me, that should go into a fucking vault.
well,
they don't get it anymore.
Yeah.
Then that shit should be either disassembled and melted down or something. Use it for the next one.
What, the award?
Yeah.
Whose? Will's?
No, Will's and the Harvey Weinstein, Spacey's,
and Weinstein and all that?
All of them, yeah.
No. Okay. All right. Well,
I mean,
like I said, it is what it is.
The problem is it's perpetuated in Hollywood, and Hollywood is one of the worst of all of industries about perpetuating, that sort of thing and making it okay. So if you want to make an example in Hollywood,
hey, April,
that's where you would start.
Right.
Andy says his frustration is both wife and self-induced, but putting their business out there on a semi-successful TV show because her acting career is going nowhere. Yeah.
Well, wondering why her acting career is going nowhere.
I don't think she's. I mean, not that I know of. I haven't heard of her trying out for parts and stuff like that. But I mean, when's the last movie that you can think of that she was in?
Can't.
Yeah, I can't either. And let me go even further. What's the last hit movie that she was in? Okay,
last hit movie?
Yeah, like the last movie that she was in that was a hit.
I remember her in the first. Oh, she has too many things. Oh, Matrix. She was in the Matrix. I didn't know that.
Was she?
Maybe because I just didn't watch it. I don't know.
2 and 2. What does that mean?
I don't know.
2 and 3. Okay, I was gonna say, how can you be in the Matrix 2 and 2? All right,
yeah,
2 and 3 makes
and
more.
2. Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to remember where she was at in that movie. See, and that's the thing is I can't even remember her role. Like that's how inconsequential.
Right.
Last one on HBO. I don't know what that is. So.
I don't know. So.
But yeah, so I think that's part of the challenge.
It's all right. Like I said, it is what it is. He's got a lot of stuff to fix. He's got a lot of, he's got to fix himself. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just like everybody else in this fucking world.
Right.
All right. So
I don't know if this is real or not, but national news, the first one. This is almost kind of like national / military / science type news.
What?
You see it?
I see the picture.
Yeah. And that, I mean.
Wow.
Yeah, so Russia's nightmare, the SR-72, could fly at Mach 6 and bomb anything. And there's an exclusive picture.
So who's going to build that one? Boeing?
I like the Punisher symbol on there.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, this is clearly a rendering. This is obviously not.
That would be something cool to see, though.
It would be something cool to see.
It would be. April said she thinks that she was in Girls Trip.
Is that a ripoff of
Guys Trip?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it says, this story says, meet the SR-72, son of the Blackbird, the future of the U.S. military, and Russia and China's nightmare. Imagine a future crisis where in Europe or Asia and the United States getting intelligence gathering aircraft overhead of the site in an hour and a half. It could become a reality in very short order as U.S. premier aeronautics engineers are making it happen. Lockheed Martin, SR-72.
Lockheed.
Lockheed.
Lockheed
And I
is
told
going to
you,
build it, huh?
I put fucking stock in them.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Is the U.S. hypersonic unmanned aerial vehicle (UAV) concept that is expected to have the capability to perform high-speed intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance (ISR), as well as strike operations. So you can actually bomb some shit, fuck shit up. The aircraft is being developed under Lockheed Martin Skunk Works, of course, which I want to go work for. That'd be awesome. And then, or advanced development programs. About 85% of the work done there is classified by the government, and that's why I will never work there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's actually one of the companies that I would really love to work with and work for. But it's a government company, and yeah, you know how that goes.
Well, it's a good company to work for. I mean, took care of.
No, they lay off a lot of people. That's the problem with all.
Well, yeah, that's
all these government.
That's true
jobs.
too. That's true too. But took care of my dad for 30-something years.
How many years, or how long, or when did he? How many times did he get laid off?
He got laid off one time.
Oh, that's good.
1977.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did he work for Skunk Works?
Huh?
Did he work for Skunk Works?
No. He did.
Did he work?
What he did was
what he did.
Actually, what he did, he specialized in tailframe or airframe and tail section for 747, just like April's uncle did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So April's uncle and my dad, they used to work together.
So did he work with any advancements in avionics?
Yeah, he worked on the shuttle. April.
Then he didn't just work with aluminum. He more than likely probably worked with foreign objects like titanium and carbon fiber and stuff like that.
Yeah, he worked with Challenger, Columbia, and Discovery. I think Ronnie did too, right? April or something. But I know that Dad did that, and then he went back to the tail section 7.4s. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's how I got into airplanes, is because
So when I was working for AT&T DirecTV, the guy used to ride to the office every day. His dad worked for a carbon fiber company.
Oh yeah.
And he said like 90% of their business is military.
Oh yeah, Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And a lot of it's like dealing with aircraft and stuff like that for their tail pieces and all that sort of shit.
Right.
Interesting.
Yep.
There's a lot to
manage
in life right now.
Really?
I hate these.
Secure banking is right there with you to help.
Oh, just close out.
No, because I'm trying to pull the next damn story up, trying to have it ready. And
catalytic converter theft increasing across the country in 2022.
Yep. So that shit's still going on, huh?
This is in St. Paul, Minnesota. You probably don't put too much thought into what's underneath your car unless you're a mechanic and you're a criminal. Catalytic converter theft is accelerating. Catalytic converters are part of your exhaust system and control emissions. They have valuable metals and that criminals can cut out in seconds and sell to scrapyards. If your catalytic converter is stolen, it could cost hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to replace it.
Well, fuck, everybody I know is trying to remove theirs.
Yeah.
Fucking make it run faster.
Right, yeah. Yeah. Technicians at Quality Care Tire in Auto in Bloomington, Minnesota. Yeah, they're far away. Are getting ready to add some protection to customers' catalytic converter. What are they going to add? Are they going to add
they're going to put the
insurance?
You remember the bar back in the day? What was that thing called? Remember they used to lock the steering wheel?
Oh yeah,
what was that thing called?
Fuck.
What was that called?
What was that called?
It was like all over, like advertisement everywhere, and I can't even fucking for the life of me. Andy or anybody from the
God, who?
What was that thing called? It had a name. Dude, this is one of those Mandela effects.
Was it a
fuck? And the audience is purposely not telling us. The club!
Yeah,
yes,
that's it. The club.
Thank you, Andy. Jesus. April said, not to mention that my father-in-law worked on the Stealth. My ex worked out there commercial stuff. I don't really remember that Uncle Ronnie worked on specifically.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Joe came in with the club.
Yeah.
Welcome
Hey,
to the
Joe.
club, Joe.
Yeah, Ronnie. April. Back to
Yeah.
April right quick. Yeah, Ronnie and Dad. They worked at the same place at the Marshall plant in Grand Prairie, and then they went to Jefferson for a while when they were doing or building the shuttles, Columbia Challenger and Discovery, and then they sent it off. Yeah. So yeah,
So
that's
don't
what
they
they
just
did.
work on like sections of it? Obviously, they can't work on.
Yeah,
the
they worked
whole
on the
entire-
section. They work on the sections, and when they worked at on the Marshall plant, they worked on 747 tail sections. Of course, that's where the toughest part of the airplane is at the back. So they did a rudder, the horizontal stabilizer.
And where's the astronauts
rudder.
in conjunction to the stabilizers in the back of the shuttle?
What?
Astronauts,
They're
pilots.
at the front of the plane, dude, in
Okay.
the cockpit.
I know that, but I was being facetious because you're like the toughest place and the most reinforced is the back. Where we
Yeah,
put the astronauts?
It is the rear.
Let's put them in the front.
They put them in the front. Yeah.
So that way they got a front row ticket to when they fucking die. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah, you're first to go up and first to go down. You remember me saying that? If you're sitting in the front of the plane, you're first to go up and first to go down.
I know. I just find it fucking
All the
hilarious.
pilots is at your mom's house, Devin.
So my mom asked me, she's like, "What's up with all the NASA shit lately?"
All the NASA shit.
I go, "Mom, it's fucking hysterical when you think about it." I was like, "It's a fucking contradiction of terms." She's like, "What?" I was like, "Never mind. It's a book. Go read it."
Right. Right. What else? And you were gonna say something about the catalytic
Who was?
converters?
Oh, put the club on it.
Oh, the club. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
put the club on it so that motherfucker can't get.
So you gotta you gotta like scoot under the car, put it on,
put your little lock mechanism on
and
there.
then your key,
golden,
and then you gotta scoot out from under your car and go do what you need to do, and then when you need, okay.
Yeah, because it'd be a one-time thing. You just put the lock on there and you're fucking done.
Oh yeah, that's
Then
right.
You crawl
Okay,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And then for whatever reason, if you ever needed to remove it, it's kind of like a chastity belt, but for your car.
Chastity belt. A chastity belt. I know when Molly was.
These are some virgin catalytic converters. I don't want nobody fucking with them.
I know when Molly was born. When Molly was born, I told everybody I was going to put a chastity belt on her. I should have done it, but I was going to put one on her until she got that mouth on her, and I was like, all right, just give up. So whatever.
So you put it over her mouth instead.
Yeah, so she could mumble, and I don't have to hear her shit.
All right.
Yeah, is she here? She probably is. Dad, you're an asshole.
All right.
So anyway, what's next? Oh, TikTok star Ava. How do you say her last name? Murray? Maybe?
Majuri?
You know what? I'm just gonna say Murray. Oh,
just say Ava M.
Okay. TikTok star Ava Murray Marjorie's whatever stalking case against schoolmate dismissed after dad shot another alleged stalker. Yeah.
I didn't hear anything about this case.
This chick is like, I think 13. No, 15. She's 15. The 15-year-old girl testified Monday against the boy she knew from school whom she accused of stalking her at school and on her. And, of course, it happens in Florida. Yep. Naples, Florida. Florida judge on Monday dismissed the stalking case. TikTok star Ava Marjorie, whatever the fuck her name is, brought against her.
Send money on a stroll.
Oh, Jesus.
Send money mid-song. Send money as you relax.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, there we go.
Okay. All right. The 15-year-old testified in Collier County, Florida courtroom against a boy from her high school in a criminal stalking case. Her father, Rob Murray, Rob Zombie, filed the stalking complaint in January against the juvenile from Naples, who was accused of intimidating and following Ava starting in 2021 after separate stalking incident. Let's see. Ava alleged that despite her school's 2,300 student population, the juvenile was always behind her or in her general vicinity at school, no matter what. During the fall of 2022 semester, she accused the boy of going out of his way to follow her around school for months and showing up to an October meeting for the girls' soccer team on which she played despite not playing sports or having a connection to the team. I was terrified. I took myself out of the many things that I love, she says. I took myself out of soccer when we were headed to state mid-season, Ava said in her Monday testimony, adding that she has nightmares about everything and feels scared at night. Ava has since been pulled out of school. Well, anyway, her dad shot him. There you have it.
Did it kill him?
I think so. Let me read. The case follows a separate stalking.
Her father, a former New Jersey police officer, shot and killed Justin, who had been following her for months on social media and hounding her for pictures. Okay, following somebody on social media is a lot different than following somebody home.
Yeah.
Okay, like I was thinking that this was like he followed her home. He just followed her on fucking social media. Really? You can block them. Hello?
Yeah, that's what she said. Ava said that she blocked Justin in response to an inappropriate request for explicit content and that he was harassing her and her friends. She also blocked the accused juvenile stalker, whom she said began to follow her in school after the shooting incident in her Monday testimony. Shouldn't even be on fucking TikTok anyway. Damn kids.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking all run by China anyway. Y'all shouldn't be on there. Y'all shouldn't be support terrorists. Shouldn't be buying China stuff either.
Is China on the terrorist thing?
They are.
Oh, okay.
They're economic terrorists. There's a different kind of terrorist.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Joe. Yep, you're right.
Yep.
What's the next one?
It's the party that was heard around the world. You heard the slap that was heard around the world, right?
Now you hear the party.
Now you're hearing a party that's heard around the world.
So what's over the party?
161 people detained, 75 guns seized over rowdy spring break weekend in PCB, Panama City Beach.
Oh, yeah.
And look at this. This Walmart right here is just ravaged.
That looks like any typical Walmart, man.
I know. It's just like hats. Okay, somebody fucking went through the hats. Okay, big fucking deal. But yeah, so that's what they could come up with.
Hey, Lena. Vanessa, you here? Kayla said that Vanessa was here.
Oh, cool. I got a story for Vanessa on here somewhere.
Oh, yeah. The Canada pledges to help countries stop using Russian oil.
Damn right. Canada to the rescue. Oh, yeah. Look, it's the next story. Perfect timing.
Cool. Okay. Let's see this. Let's go here. So Canada pledges to help countries stop using Russian oil. Canada says it can provide more oil, gas, and uranium to help solve the global energy crisis. Do you really want to give uranium?
Oh, Canada, oh, that native land.
Just for you, Vanessa.
Just for you, Canada.
Miss Canada. Yeah. Are we both getting messages? We usually let Andy talk while we answer messages.
Yep.
Oh, shit. Okay. So.
No, I don't have any messages. I'm just going through trying to boot up the show so that I can see when people come in. And
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Canada says it can provide more oil, gas, and uranium to help solve the global energy crisis. Prices have soared as a result of Russian supplies being squeezed because its invasion of Ukraine. Keep you employed, Vanessa. Time for bed. Daylight is for assholes. Okay, Lena. All right. Not Lena.
Good night, Lena. Nighty.
Canada's natural resources minister said many countries are committed to help as much as we can in terms of dispatching Russian oil and gas. Well, yeah. Vanessa, how much is gas in Canada? Yeah, let us know. The world's fourth biggest oil producer has committed to exporting an extra 200,000 barrels of oil.
Is that a lot? Doesn't sound like it's that much.
It doesn't sound like a lot.
I feel like we in Texas go through that in a day.
We probably do.
So I'm like, gotta go. 1,000. That doesn't sound like a lot.
Yeah, we probably do. We'll probably go through a lot.
In 100,000 barrels of natural gas. How exactly do you barrel natural gas?
You can't barrel natural gas.
I know. That's what I'm calling bullshit on this story.
But I mean,
and I don't think you measure fucking natural gas in barrels either. So like either way, it's not.
Natural gas is like per cubic feet.
Mm-hmm.
That's what natural gas is, per cubic feet.
PSI. Pounds per square inch.
No,
but yeah,
cubic feet.
Whatever.
Now you got me fucking thinking. Am I right, or is Devin right?
I'm just fucking with you, man.
Yeah, I know you are. That's what I'm just saying. God, man, fucking, I know it's cubic feet. I know it's cubic feet.
Calm down, Patrick. Back to the story.
Okay. All right. The world's fourth biggest oil producer has committed to exporting an extra 200,000. Oh, I already read that. Its natural resources minister Jonathan Wilkinson told BBC News it would also export an additional 100,000 barrels of natural gas. Really? Huh.
Mm-hmm.
So if natural gas are in those barrels, they're pretty fucking light.
Mm-hmm. We expect by the end of the year they will be fully up to 300,000 barrels. Well, last time I did my math, 200,000 plus 100,000 equals 300,000.
Right. Caleb, what are you talking about? Your dad worked in that is correct. What? Me or Devin?
The gas is measured in barrels as well.
Well, gas, yeah. But natural gas.
Yeah, natural gas.
Okay, natural gas is...
Natural gas, meaning like air.
It's
gas.
Cubic feet.
Not liquid, which is
Yeah,
oil.
I know,
gas.
but it's cubic feet, right?
Yes.
Are you just saying that to make me feel like I'm right or what?
Yes.
Fuck you, man. That's not cool.
It is for me.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Oh, barrels. Okay, so barrels is for oil.
Pan.
Fuck this. I ain't reading this. I ain't reading this shit no more. Let's go to something more interesting, like North Korea.
All right. Cool. Yeah, this one's an interesting one because I haven't had a chance to read the article, but I kind of was thinking the same thing especially after you talked about that image of that gigantic missile and him just walking like fucking Tom Cruise, fucking Top Gun.
Right. Are you gonna read it?
He says my natural gas is measured in bean burritos.
Right.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for somebody to fucking.
Oh, Vanessa, No, it's already been explained. Natural gas as well as in barrels, whatever. All right. So, are you gonna read the North Korea missile?
Sure. Analysts investigate possibility of North Korean missile test is deception. Dun dun dun. You right?
Yeah.
Reuters says reports suggest North Korea's biggest missile test ever may not have been what it seemed, raising new questions over the secretive country's banned weapons program. North Korea said it had test fired its new Hwasong 17 intercontinental ballistic missile (ICBM) on Thursday, the first test of a missile that size since 2017. North Korea state media heralded the launch as an unprecedented miracle. And South Korean and Japanese officials independently confirmed flight data that showed it flew higher and longer than any previous test. But new details, including discrepancies spotted in North's heavily stylized video featuring leader Kim Jong Un nuts overseeing the launch in a leather jacket and sunglasses, have poked hole in Pyongyang's claims.
Really?
The biggest question is
he trying to be like Maverick?
I think he is. That's what I'm literally like Top Gun.
God.
The biggest question now is what was launched on March 24th, said Collins Wirko, a senior analyst corresponding with NK North Korea Pro and a Seoul-based website that monitors North Korea. He has examined commercial satellite imagery and footage released by the state media, and he says discrepancy in weather, sunlight, and other factors suggest the launch shown by North Korea happened on another day. I've been able to determine that there's some sort of deception going on here, but the question remains, did they test another Hwasong 17 and they're just not showing us, or did they test something else? Dun, dun, dun!
God.
Me, I gotta see the videos. Let me prove this shit either one way or the other. Give me all the footage, hand it over. I'll analyze it and let you know.
Okay.
I'll look at the wind patterns, the trajectory. I'll look at the shadows, reflection. I'll look at the moon, the sun, the stars, the skies, and I'll look at SpongeBob SquarePants, and we'll figure this out.
And the barrels of oil.
And the barrels of gas, natural
oil,
yes.
natural
gas,
oil, gas.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Andy's bean burritos.
Yeah, you can handle that one, not me. Federal cannabis ban expected to get vote in U.S. House this week.
And this is the first time ever in history, right, that it actually gets brought to
the floor. The U.S. House is poised for a second time to vote to end federal ban on cannabis and help communities and individuals hardest hit by the war on drugs. Okay, I want to read that again. The U.S. House is poised for a second time to vote to end the federal ban on cannabis and help communities and individuals hardest hit by the war on drugs.
Yeah. That's what it said.
Okay. A vote on Marijuana Opportunity and Reinvestment and Expungement Act, or MORE Act, will reach the House floor as early as Wednesday, according to the schedule released Friday. The House Judiciary Committee passed the bill last September. It would make legal cannabis operations eligible for small business administration loans and checking accounts, and would require federal courts to expunge prior cannabis convictions. So everybody that's in jail for marijuana will be released.
Nice.
Yeah, can't wait for that.
Well, they're already like locally here. Like if you get busted with like I think it's under a gram or something like that, right? It's like a misdemeanor or some shit.
Yeah, it's a misdemeanor. It's a misdemeanor. Yeah, it's a misdemeanor. The bill also would tax weed to fund job training, literacy, and drug treatment programs, as well as efforts to help those hardest hit by the war on drugs enter the marijuana industry.
So I actually pulled this story for twofold reasons because
Andy?
Yep. That being one, but the other day I sold all my Ethereum. I don't know if you guys have watched the news, but like Ethereum's gone like fucking to the moon, basically. So I sold it because it's the highest it's been in several years. And so I took that money, and then I was like, you know what? What can I invest in? And this happened like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And Patrick,
Yeah, when y'all were sexting, while you and Andy were sexting about weed. Yeah, and I got tired hearing the zzz, 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 zzz. God, I want to tell everybody y'all were sexting at 4:30 in the fucking morning.
No, we weren't sexting. We were talking about stocks and crypto and fucking marijuana. I forget what it's called. It's cannabis. Cannabis stock is what they call it. Let's see. We got comments going on in the comment section.
All right.
I think Joe says, basically Devin is now data science Jesus. What?
What?
I don't know. Less than 2 ounces, bro, is sight and release. If you get busted with an ounce or less, it's a misdemeanor here. And Andy said, corrected himself, says, oh, damn, it's 2 ounces now.
It's 2 ounces now?
I guess.
Is that for a fact? You know that for a fact?
I have no idea.
No, of course not. Vanessa ain't legal down here. We're on the Bible. We're on the
legal?
buckle. We're on
the Bible Belt.
Yeah, we're on the buckle of the Bible Belt. Well, nah, not really the buckle. I mean,
we are the fucking Bible Belt.
Mississippi, Alabama, they're the buckle. So, I mean, we're just kind of outside of it.
Oh, and Andy, give you an update on one of my cannabis. Tilray sold today. I bounced out and made a profit on that. Doubled my money. I still have one going on cannabis, but then I got the funds that I made from that profit and putting it towards something else. Back into Ethereum.
Back into your Ethereum. Wow.
It's a fucking circle. It's just you just
circle back and
circle back. We'll unpack this later. Yeah, fucking all the terms Andy hates.
Right.
It's the start of the supply chain.
Yeah. Vanessa said that it's sold on every corner. That that's how it is in California and not California. Yeah, California and Colorado. Is that it's sold in Oklahoma too?
Yep. So I just found out tonight that one of our lake friends has 40 acres that
marijuana.
Yes.
Holy shit!
40 acres of weed.
That's a lot.
I might come with a mule.
Wow.
A weed mule.
A mule. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's see. What else?
Global wealth inequality.
Go ahead.
We actually have a graph.
A graph. Oh,
yeah.
We're getting technical now. We're
talking about that data science. Here we go. We got graphs, charts.
Putting fucking graphs up.
We got graphs. First time in fucking FU history.
That's right.
Hold on, let me blow up this here graph. I'll make sure everybody can see it. All right, hold on. Let's see if I can make it even bigger if I do it over here. Oh yeah, there we go. Maximize this hoe.
All right, go ahead.
There we go. Who owns more wealth, the bottom 80% or the top 5%?
Top 5.
Top 5, and here's all the shit they own.
Really?
Yep.
They own all that shit.
They own basically fucking everything.
Wow.
Let's zoom in and see if we catch any green anywhere on this motherfucking map.
Nope. Can't see nothing.
Nope. No green here.
Not a fucking thing.
No. Not even in Africa. Nothing. Nope.
What about Somalia?
Nope.
Somalia's over there, but down. Nope. Don't see anything there. Nope.
Australia? Aussie? New Zealand?
Nope.
Nope.
Is there a little bit of green in New Zealand?
Nope.
What? There is.
Where?
Right there at the top.
Ain't no green. You're blind.
Or is that just because I'm blind?
You're blind. That's black.
Oh. That's racist.
Well, how come they don't have white? I mean, if everything else...
That's why... Dude, that's racist. You said black and then you said white.
No, because look, right here. White.
Dude.
What's white?
That's Greenland. Is that Greenland? Yeah, that's Greenland. See, I know my geography.
Geography.
I know my geography, man. That's Greenland. All right. Well, that was fun looking at the map.
Yes.
Trying to guess where.
Where there's some green.
Yeah.
Unlike our last story.
All right. Well, let's see here. Billionaires would pay nearly 100 times more in taxes under new Biden proposal.
Well, 100 times 0 is still fucking 0.
Well,
so technically,
you want to read that one?
Sure. Billionaires would pay nearly 100 times more in taxes under new Biden proposal.
Okay.
And I got a picture of old Elon. Like he gives a fuck. Economic experts and progressives opposed to the outrageous levels of inequality in the United States celebrated Saturday evening and into Sunday after reporting revealed the President Joe Biden plans to unveil a 20% minimum tax hike or tax rate on all American households worth more than $100 million, a so-called billionaires tax. That will specifically target approximately 700 of the nation's wealthiest people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And what the fuck are they going to do with that money? That's the problem.
Keep it for themselves.
Exactly. And pay fucking...
nothing.
Yeah, to their... Well, no, they'll pay all their...
They're going to give it to Iran. They're going to give it to Iran like fucking Obama did.
Yeah.
345 million or 500 million. I don't even want to get into that. Anyway, what's this Bitcoin? Oh, let's see. Bitcoin, just as Hal Feeney predicted, Bitcoin is being purchased to act as a reserve currency. Really?
Mm-hmm. Hal Finney received the first ever Bitcoin transaction. Hal passed from ALS in 2014, but his legacy lives on because he was a genius. Let's see, or a clairvoyant. I mean, he tweeted this in 2009, thinking about how to reduce CO2 emissions from a widespread Bitcoin implementation. Later in 2010, Finney wrote a message on the famed Bitcoin Talk forum that discussed the ultimate fate of Bitcoin to be the high-powered money that serves as a reserve currency for banks that issue their own digital cash. Now we're seeing another Finney premonition potentially coming true. So this dude is predicting the future of Bitcoin. So yeah, there's more. If y'all want to read about it, there you go.
Yeah, follow the link.
Follow the links.
Let's see. Goldman Sachs has five buy rated stocks under $10 with up to 600% upside potential. Really? Okay. While most of Wall Street focuses on large cap and mega cap stocks as they provide degree of safety and liquidity.
Liquidity.
Liquidity. No, I call it liquidity. Fuck it.
It's
liquidity. Liquidity. Oh, all these pop-ups. Liquidity. Many investors are limited in the number of shares they can buy. Many of the biggest public companies, especially the technology giants, trade in the hundreds all the way up to over 1,000 per share or more. At those steep prices, it is difficult to get any decent share count leverage.
Yep, Joe's right. He says those rich folks are fixing to become dual citizens and stop banking in the U.S. They've already got.
They've already started. They already.
Most of their
got,
money's
like,
in Cayman Islands
accounts,
and
man.
Panama and everything else. It's not here in the United States.
Nassau and all that crap.
So they can tax as much as they want. It doesn't fucking matter because it's not here.
And you ever want? Okay, I'm not being like racist or anything, but
that's racist.
Okay.
Not being racist, Patrick, is racist.
No, I'm not. No, you know,
arguing that you're not racist is also racist.
like the Indian people.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Which one, dot or feather?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay.
Okay.
How do they have so much money?
Dot or feather?
No, man. How do I have money? How do they have a lot of money? Well, it's obvious. I mean, you can come, foreigners can come in, come into this country, tax free and not have to pay a tax to come in. I know that. I just solved my own thing.
What? Go ahead.
I just solved it.
Repeat it.
I already said it. I'm not saying it again.
No, Jesus.
No, I'll say it.
They have to come in. They don't pay tax.
They can come in. They can come in tax free.
Yeah.
We pay. The citizens pay them to come in.
Because it helps our economy.
How does that help our economy?
Kayla says dot because they're all doctors. Yeah, well, not only that, Kayla, but they're also the IT support, and they're also working for all these big corporations in basically every corporation now. Like my mind is actually legitimately blown by the amount of companies that I talk to and how many are from the Middle East. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And these are all 6-figure jobs. And these are all recruiters for people like making 6 and 7 figures. And it's like absolutely just mind blowing that I'm like, we're all worried about, the border and all this shit and, Hispanics taking our jobs. They're taking the jobs nobody fucking wants. Nobody's talking about India. Nobody's talking about Middle Eastern and how they're taking, all the jobs that actual people want and actual people that, like me for, worked for a living and now all those jobs are going there.
And did you ever notice that some of the Hispanics?
Yes, Joe. Are you referring to H-1B visa workers? Yes, that's exactly.
Okay. Have you ever noticed that
what
if you're standing in line like at a grocery store or a convenience store and they're buying beer or anything like that, have you noticed that the Hispanics, they're so fucking laid back?
Laid back on what?
Laid back. They're laid back.
Mm-hmm.
They take their time doing everything. They don't ever,
Well, they've worked harder than anybody I've ever seen. Like the ones that I've worked with and stuff in the past. And
yeah, I know. If I ever had a crew, that's all I want is Hispanics.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that they work hard.
Yeah, Andy says, and they run all 3 to 4 of the locations with family only. I think he's referring to Indians, maybe? I'm not sure.
I think so. Yeah, they do. I mean, but I mean,
Joe says, Bitch,
nobody's talking. What the fuck? Nobody's talking to you, Alexa? What? Girls?
What the fuck is she talking about?
What's she talking about?
She giving us facts of India? I don't know what the fuck that was all about.
Yeah, she giving us facts about India. See, they are listening to us.
Oh, yeah, of course.
They are listening, right? They're listening to us. Hey, Biden, you fuck. You suck.
You fuck.
You fuck. You suck. How about that? And next thing you know, you hear whatever. Take me away. I don't give a shit. All right, so 22 side gigs that can make you richer than a full-time job. Really?
Yeah, this was kind of interesting.
How come this is shaking? Oh, there it is. It's shaking.
Shaking? What do you mean? It's
like glitching. There it goes. Lawn care professional, average salary $55 an hour. A task rabbit. What the fuck is a task rabbit? Set your own rates. $100.
Completing everyday errands and tasks for people in your area. Also, it takes time to visit taskrabbit.com, where you can select tasks you are willing to accomplish. After getting matched with individuals requesting the service, you then get paid, and then you have fucking pop-ups. Sons of bitches. Yeah, so according to Time's profile of elite taskers, TaskRabbit has been paying up to $70 an hour to fold shirts, $65 an hour for heavy lifting, and $80 an hour for moving services. Fuck you can't pay me enough to fucking move. Fucking hate moving.
Frequent flyer specialist, average salary $80 to $150 a project.
So I kind of was reading this and I was kind of like, what the fuck does that person actually do? Is that like person that like books some shit for people? Like it says, yeah, use your skills to help other travelers plan their itineraries. Experienced frequent flyer specialists can charge clients up to $150 for planning just one itinerary, according to profile of a frequent flyer specialist on budgets.
Right.
Kayla says you have the app. Which app?
Next is a bookkeeper, $30 an hour.
Who wants to keep books? Like that sounds boring.
It is boring.
Where do you keep them once you have them? Do you keep them in a corner? Do you keep them in a bookshelf? Like, what do you do with them?
Okay, my God. All right. Next one, city guide writer. Average salary, $40 to $500 a project. Okay. Online instructor, $30 an hour.
Oh, here you go. Computer and IT skill courses are especially in demand. Yeah, because if you would go to Google anything IT or computer related,
yeah, I know.
Chances are it's somebody from the Middle East talking about it.
Here you go, Kayla. Fashion consultant. You look like shit. How about
Pay me
that?
$50.
You look like shit. Give me $50. That's a good one for Kayla.
As a fashion consultant, you meet with clients to discover their likes, dislikes, personalities, and style goals. According to the Art Career Project, savvy stylers can earn anywhere from $50 to $500 per hour for their work. Oh, a fashionista.
Let's see. The next one, sign language interpreter.
Yeah, like this. Interpret this.
All right, give me $30. Yeah. Curriculum writer.
Like they don't have like somebody's got a they like when you what the
Oh, look at Andy. He wants to sign up for part-time bookkeeper. What?
And he's gonna keep some books. He's gonna cook those books too.
Fucking comic books.
He's gonna throw those bitches in the bonfire. He's gonna cook them up real good.
He'll be collecting all those DC comics.
Yep.
Is it DC?
No.
Does he like DC?
No, he loves DC.
Oh, he does?
No, he loves Marvel. He hates DC.
Oh, well, it'll be DC. It'll be DC. Hey Dawn, how you doing? That was your job? Was it an interpreter?
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Did you
purposely try to fuck with people and like misinterpret shit on purpose?
You know what? I bet you she
I
didn't.
would so do that.
I bet you she didn't. So, all right. Next one, education training specialist. Average salary, $34 an hour. Okay. Executive assistant, $38 an hour with benefits.
Nice.
What kind of benefits? Executive.
French. Is it French or is it fringe? See, I actually Googled that a while back because there's some discrepancies.
Oh, okay. A consultant, $100 an hour.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I can consult.
That's what I do.
That looks like shit. Give me $100. You know?
No, my consulting is, oh, you want it done right? Then let me fucking do it. Get the fuck out the way.
Oh, Vanessa said you get paid well $30 hour on these jobs. Been at my job over 10 years and barely,
barely made probably $30 an hour.
Wow.
What I'm thinking.
Wow. And then Dawn, let's see. It was a blast. I only messed with people a couple times. Most of the time I was actually professional.
That's awesome.
Well,
congratulations.
Yeah, Dawn, you can come here and fuck with Devin on your sign language shit. Don't fuck with me on it though. Cause I have no idea what the fuck. Lead generation specialist, average salary $30. NetSuite administrator, $70 an hour. Project manager is $65. Senior accountant, 45. Really? 45? Social media marketing specialist, 30. Software developer, 55. Web designer, 32. WordPress developer, 45. Disc jockey, 42. Let's see. Online reseller, 46. Well, that was interesting. And
yeah, I'm looking at some of these prices: web designer and software developer.
that should be higher, really.
Yeah, they're. And to Joe's point, like consulting, even at that 100, that's way lower than. And project managing, yeah, that's lower than.
Oh, so Joe's charged 175 for consulting? Huh. No.
Depends on who you're consulting. So I was gonna say
a bunch of dumbasses in the executive management. How about that?
Yeah, because sometimes you share information that's fucking invaluable.
Right. Yeah.
Like in one of the cases was USAA that I worked with. One of the pieces of advice that I gave them, consulting information and stuff, they paid $10 million for, and I was like,
wow.
I was like, well, you should have fucking hired me first. I would have taken 10% of that.
Yeah. Oh. All right. So Hacker Group Anonymous.
Yep, it's official.
Is it?
I checked on it. They've, I guess, leaked the 35,000 files that they promised they were going to.
Well, at least
of stolen Russian central banks. Now, of course, it's going to take some time for people to actually go through these 35,000 fucking files and see what the hell that means.
Right.
But it's 28 gigabytes of CBR data. So,
wow,
it's going to be interesting what all is uncovered. I bet you there's some Trump fucking shit going on in there.
You think so?
Oh, I fucking guarantee it. I can't wait to see it.
You gonna read the article, or you just let it go?
I'm gonna wait till we have more, but
okay.
But yeah, because I want to make sure we're verified. Because this is a evolving story, and it's I don't want to put any information out there. You
don't want to have any fake news.
Fake news, exactly. But let's just say
it nail you for it.
Now that they've given me a number with the amount of data, now I can start to believe that it's actually been leaked.
Right.
Because before they were talking about it, right? But they didn't tell like the amount. They just said 35,000 files. They didn't tell us what those file sizes are and everything else. And now they're telling us that, and they're telling us what specifically it is. So,
right. All right.
Joe says dark web is going to go bananas with the data. Hell yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are. If I
can get my hands on it, I'll go fucking bananas with it.
What the fuck?
What?
How come I can't fucking open the next one? I had to like join or something. No. Yep. Start your free month trial.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It just popped up on mine. Son of a bitch.
All right. Well, what that article is that Russian spies unmask an embarrassing blow for Vladimir.
Oh, yeah. So I know a little bit about this story.
All right,
I read it on other articles, other places. So basically, Zelensky, which is Ukraine, basically sent a list of 600 spies, their names and everything. And one of the guys was actually known as like James Bond. But they basically have a list of all of the spies for Russia, and they fucking basically are like, hey, you don't want to fucking end this war, we're gonna reveal all your spies and shit.
Everything.
Wow. Yeah, so it's a bunch of unveiling. There's unveiling of the documents, unveiling of the spies. So it's going to be definitely an interesting turn of events. Oh, speaking of Canada, and I'm glad you're here because part of this story that I have next is going to be very eye-opening. Aussies are discussing how fucked the U.S. minimum wage is, and Americans strongly agree. When it comes to the workplace culture, Australia and U.S. take hugely different approaches, so it should come as no surprise that when it comes to the rules of minimum wage, our two countries are worlds apart. So they're basically saying an American makes $10 AUD approximately. Australian makes $19 AUD plus 25% more for casual workers. No wonder America is fucked. So basically, based on this, they're making $9 per hour more when you convert it. Yeah, which is basically double.
Need to make it higher here, the minimum wage, at least to 20, so people can at least try to, live. So, all right. So, in entertainment,
it's funny because like if you read the article, like they're basically talking about like how much the Australians had no idea that the minimum wage was fucked up as it is.
Right.
Let's see. I wouldn't work for less than $1,200 a week. At 40 hours a week, it worked out to about $35 an hour. I was working for a company that gave a lot of allowances, though: overtime allowance, Saturday allowance, Sunday allowance, away from home allowance, own car allowance, and 20 other allowances too. Damn, I want to fucking work there. We'll give you an allowance for your allowance so that you can have an allowance and make sure that you're
for that allowance, and then the other allowance you can put towards that allowance, and just have that.
Samantha says raise minimum wage. You also raise the price of everything. That's actually not factual.
What?
That raising the minimum wage would raise the price of everything. Look around us. Everything.
Well, everything
already through the fucking roof, and we have not.
Everything has gone up, even except for minimum
wage.
So, I mean, we need to raise the minimum wage just to be able to afford to walk in the store and just buy a fucking gallon of milk, man.
So the Aussie minimum wage isn't the American minimum wage. Currently, it's about $21 an hour. I would suggest that role would be in the order of $35 an hour as casual without leave or superannuation pension plan, which you'd find very difficult to organize. Let's see, and it talks about most state servers at restaurants get paid $2.50 an hour because it's expected they'll make more minimum wage with tips. If they don't, employers are supposed to make sure they get paid at least the $7.25. See that thing?
That's too fucking low.
$2.50 an hour. You can't even buy a fucking gallon of gas. Half a gallon of fucking gas. That's fucking ridiculous.
No, you can buy 3/4 of a gallon.
About 2% of the workers in the U.S. actually make the federal minimum wage. Wages in the U.S. need to be raised about $20 an hour. Raising the minimum wage a few dollars won't have much impact. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, so it's kind of fucked up when you read this. Like it goes on and on and on in detail. Andy says Australia's borderline dictatorship with the way they have treated their people over the last 3 years. Fuck what they think about our wage. Yes, it needs to be higher, but fuck what Australia has to say about. Just so I'm clear.
God. Hey, Andy, you on some good drugs?
Did they give you some good drugs, bro?
Did they give you any hydros? Because if they gave you a hydro, give me one. I'll take a half of one. That would be cool. So. All right, entertainment.
So for those who live under a rock,
that's right,
who haven't heard or haven't seen, here is the uncensored version of what had happened was. Hold on.
You got it?
Okay, here we go. Okay, it's showing up here. Okay, ready? Like to hear it? Here you go.
Yeah.
This job tonight, Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Oh, eye roll.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow.
And look, he kind of has a smirk on his face.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Wow, dude.
Ooh.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay.
Wow, uncomfortable.
That was
as fuck.
Greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
He's kind of talking out the side of his mouth right now. Did you notice that?
Yeah, he is.
You see
He
that?
looked like
Kind
he
of like,
is.
kind of like a little sideways going on there, sir.
Yep.
Wow, so that's the first time I've actually seen that uncut, unedited with the without being bleeped and everything else.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you watch it on TV and they're gonna bleep every fucking. Can't see they hear the F word. Can't hear this. Can't hear that. It's yeah.
2 rules. Andy said, "1, you don't touch my Percocet. 2, do you have any Percocet?"
What movie is that from? That is from a movie.
Hey, Andy, you have any Percocet? Oh, yeah. Okay. Taylor Hawkins' early toxicology report suggests lethal overdose of what?
So I have questions about this. So I just heard about this and just found out about this yesterday or whatever. Obviously, because we pulled the story.
Yeah.
But toxicology reports usually take weeks to look at the Brian Landry, sorry. And then look at all these other cases and stuff. Look how long it took the toxicology report. How can they already have a toxicology report literally the same day that said he had 10 different items or 10 different drugs in his
Right.
or let me put it 10 substances. You know what I mean? So this is kind of interesting that they already have a preliminary toxicology test that found 10 substances, including marijuana, tricyclic, antidepressants, benzodiazepines, and opioids. Wow. He was found dead in a hotel room in Bogota, where Foo Fighters were scheduled to perform at the festival Estéreo Picnic. The band confirmed the death via social media. Earlier today, Bogota's Secretariat of Health issued a statement explaining that an ambulance responded to an emergency call stating that Hawkins was suffering from chest pains. And then apparently, I guess he passed away.
Wow.
Man, I heard that there's an Alanis Morissette movie or some shit.
Yeah.
Apparently, I guess he's in that movie quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah, so he joined the Foo Fighters in 1997 after serving as the Alanis Morissette's touring drummer for 2 years in support of her blockbuster Jagged Little Pill album. He and Foo Fighters band leader David Grohl developed a strong rapport and mutual respect. But everybody I've talked to that knew of him, of Taylor Hawkins, he's got a good story.
Right.
And he's a good person and everything else, so it's kind of fucked up.
Yep, it is. And Shaquille O'Neal wins Academy Award. He does? Shaq, one of the greatest LA Lakers players of all time, and perhaps the most dominant big man ever, just added a new trophies to his huge collection. On Sunday, he and Golden State Warriors superstar Stephen Curry won an Academy Award for the documentary short film The Queen of Basketball. I bet that's pretty good. If it's a short documentary, yeah, I'll sit and watch it. The film highlights the life of Louisa Harris, a member of the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame, who died earlier this year. She is considered one of the greatest women's basketball player ever and pioneered for females in the sport. In college, as a member of the Delta State University Lady Statesmen, she dominated the landscape by leading her team to 3 consecutive national titles, while being named the Association for Intercollegiate Athletics for Women tournament MVP each time. Pretty good. Not bad. All right.
Oh, I don't know if I want to do the next one.
Why?
Hold on. Let me see the next one. All right. So, if any of you follow Formula One, which I have started,
Andy.
Yes, I saw Andy's comment. He says, "Yo, in an off note, they have finally detected microplastics in human blood. All our packaging finally getting into our systems." And Andy, also, that's one of the reasons why, like, if you cook anything in the microwave, don't cook it with plastic. That's why all of my containers are either silicone or whatchamacallit, glass. So
Right.
That plastic shit. And it's also why I don't drink out of plastic water bottles and shit. Yeah, you can actually. I'm glad that you pulled that up, and I'm glad that we found out. But that's something I've kind of already subconsciously known about, or there had been theories about, and I'm glad that they finally came to light and said, "Hey, yeah, this is actually a thing."
Right.
Right. So basically, I was going to talk about sports, talk about the F1 season because it has, kind of started, and Mercedes, my people, wearing a fucking hat. Then everybody's wanting to know, why is Mercedes struggling so much in Formula One in 2022? One of the biggest talking points for the new Formula One season has been Mercedes struggling to match Ferrari and Red Bull. But why is the team so far off the pace? All throughout preseason testing, Mercedes was warning the Formula One world that it was off the pace thanks to the troubled birth of its W13. But, W13. Now I got to look into what the fuck W13 is. But this was something that the team had done regularly throughout testing in years gone by, often turning up to the first race and sticking it out 1 or 2 on the grid. But Mercedes has not stuck it 1, 2 on the grid for the season opening Bahrain Grand Prix. Instead, Lewis Hamilton qualified 5th fastest with new teammate George Russell down in 9th. Bottas, who's an asshole cocksucker, qualified 6th for the record. Hamilton was nearly. I literally I started following F1 obviously because I have Mercedes, but and it's actually entertaining.
Joe said Eddie reps his meat. Pretty good.
Yeah, he does.
Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's funny. So anyway, I just started kind of watching Formula One, obviously after having a Mercedes and the AMG and everything, the same engine that's been tuned and shit, and the F1 and everything else. And it's just been interesting because there's been where Lewis Hamilton, who literally almost got run over, his fucking tire on his head, which I think I showed you the picture of.
Yeah.
It's just been an interesting race and interesting developments, and there's a lot of rivalry and shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of shit talking.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so down to a science. You know what I mean? It's depending on when they pit, versus not, and then depending on what tires they use, there's so many different things that go into it. It's pretty fascinating to watch. Although this year hasn't been fascinating.
Yeah, sure.
Years prior has been. Trying to see if I have the story that relates to what Andy talked about, because our next segment is actually science. So, researchers, speaking of science, have combed through more than a decade of health data from 102,865 French volunteers. They found that consumption of artificial sweeteners was associated with increased risk of cancer. Yet something else that we've always known.
Wow.
So those artificial sweeteners. What?
Nothing. I just heard you burp.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, I burp all the time. But yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Studies have linked the wide use of artificial sweeteners to cancer in lab mice in the 70s. This led the U.S. to put cigarette packaging like warning labels on anything containing saccharin. But in recent decades, scientists have mostly written off mice studies as inconclusive. Research on rodents cannot say anything definitive about the risk to people. What? Yeah, okay. Researchers combed through more than a decade of health data from 102,000 blah, blah, blah. They, French volunteers, they found that the consumption of artificial sweeteners was associated with the increased risk of cancer. Specifically, the researchers found that those who consumed any kind of artificial sweetener had 13 to 14% higher probability of developing cancer than those who did not. They looked at the common sweeteners individually: aspartame, asafolte, or asafolme, or whatever, potassium, and sucralose. Asafolme potassium is sold in U.S. under the brand names Sonnet and Sweet One. Aspartame is sold as NutraSweet or Equal. Sucralose, as Splenda. Cancer rates were 15% higher for consumers of aspartame and 12% higher, greater for lower consumers. More than others, aspartame intake was associated with the increased risk of breast cancer, 22% greater chance for higher consumers. Cancer rates 13% greater for higher consumers of asfalbane, potassium, and 12% for lower. Sucralose have the least associated with cancer. Rates were not greater for higher consumers and 3% greater for lower consumers.
Wow.
So yeah, stay away from the fake shit.
Yeah, got to stay away from the fake shit and stay with the real shit.
Yeah, just go ahead. Go get you some sugar.
Yeah, get some sugar.
Get you some sugar. Don't get you some artificial sugar.
Yeah, just get some sugar and just be a diabetic later. Why
Andy
not?
says that means all them keto desserts out the window.
Yeah, throw them out the window. But let me be out there and I'll catch your Percocet. So,
Andy, I'm gonna have to check that out. The F1 series, dope series.
Right. The terrifying reality of actually living on Mars. Okay, so let's see what Andy and Vanessa just said. Andy said, okay, so moral story is by trying to be healthier, you're not really being healthier, you're still killing yourself, so fuck it.
Yeah, so fuck it. Just
basically,
live life.
Yeah. Vanessa, Miss Canada, let's see. I also heard today from a study that
I did hear about that too.
No amount of alcohol is good for you. As Devin drinks a beer. Joe Desert on the Devil's Dildo. Joe says, hey, Andy, Desert are the Devil's Dildo, Andy. Okay. And not going to stop that, though. That's what she says. So, or that's what Vanessa said. All right. The terrifying reality of actually living on Mars. The first spaceships that could carry humans to the red planet are being developed now, but we need to discuss accommodations once we're there.
Hey, and by the way,
what?
It's dessert, not desert.
Did I say desert?
Yeah, you did. But I waited till you say the next story.
All right, okay. Desert, not desert. Dessert.
Dessert.
Dessert has two S's.
I know, but Joe Wolf wrote
desert.
No, dessert.
Oh, yeah, I'm fucking with y'all. I know what it said. I'm fucking with y'all. Shit. Desert. Whatever. Anyway.
All right, what's the terrifying reality?
I don't fucking know. If you were teleported to Mars with just a basic camping gear, you'd eventually die of radiation poisoning or cancer. Really?
Oh, so you eat down here on Earth, you're gonna get cancer. You go to Mars, you get cancer.
You'll still get cancer.
You'll still get it.
But you'd freeze to death long before then, most likely on the first night when temperatures dip to Antarctic levels. Before that, you suffocate trying to breathe the atmosphere made up of mostly carbon dioxide. But before even that, the very low atmospheric pressure on Mars would cause your blood to literally boil, regardless of outside temperature.
So why are we going there again?
In short, In short, camping out there will require much more than just pitching a tent. Wow. I'm excited. So
Yeah, so and then there's talks at I think NASA or somebody is talking about going to Habitat Mars.
really,
Yeah, so it's funny that we have this story because they just now literally are fucking talking about going there. I have a feeling they're not just gonna pitch a fucking tent and call it a day.
no, I don't think they are. I don't think they are. So, and then Dawn asked, "Y'all must be drunk already." Nope, not drunk. Devin's drinking. I'm not.
Yeah, I just got beer.
Yeah. And he says, "Well, I'm not going to Mars anytime soon, so that's that." All right. So the next story would be, what's this? Oh, family.
Gifts. They're all right. So this is kind of a fucked up situation, and Andy, I want to get your thoughts, and anybody else that might be adopted or anything like that might want to get their thoughts on this too. Family gifts their 29-year-old daughter a DNA test, not knowing the result will lead them to court.
Okay, so what happened?
So the family gave their daughter a DNA test for Christmas, but things took a nasty turn when she discovered that her father had nothing in common with her genetically. Apparently, her mother conceived another man's child, and the deed led them straight to court.
What?
Wow. Childbirth is a fundamental of being living creatures, and not even animals are exempt from the act, which makes sure family generations continue to populate the earth. Sometimes, though, something happens and humans find themselves unable to give birth via natural means. Of course, as intelligent as we are, humans found a way around that. However, now and then mistakes happen. This is a story of a family devastated by one such mistake.
Wow.
Woo.
All right. Well, I'm sure they got a lot of counseling to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, they do. Let's see. Al, huh? AI. Al. AI.
What did Al do?
Al didn't do anything. AI. AI maps psychedelic trip experiences to regions of the brain, opening new route to psychiatric treatments.
Yeah, so there's been studies for
take
years.
a hit of acid.
Yeah, so studies for years, people with psychological problems that drugs, some illicit drugs, actually have helped. In fact, I think it was ecstasy and stuff was one of the ones that really helped with a lot of people.
Angel dust, LSD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that helped.
So for the past several decades, psychedelics have been widely stigmatized as dangerous illegal drugs, but a recent surge of academic research into their use to treat psychiatric conditions is spurring a recent shift in public opinion. Psychedelics are psychotropic drugs, substances that affect your mental state. Other types of psychotropic include antidepressants, anti-anxiety medicines, psychedelics, and other types of hallucinogenics, however, are unique in their ability to temporarily induce intense hallucinations, emotions, and disruptions of self-awareness. Research looking into therapeutic potential of these effects have found that psychedelics can dramatically reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety, PTSD, substance abuse, and other psychiatric conditions. Crazy bitches. The intense, the intense experiences or trips that psychedelics induce are thought to create a temporary window of cognitive flexibility that allows patients to gain access to elusive parts of their psyches and forge better coping skills and thought patterns. So what you think? You think there's going to be the time where we'll see that this shit actually is like legitimate, like legal, or no?
I don't think so. They're not going to legalize that.
So every psychedelic functions differently in the body, and each of the subject experiences these drugs have different therapeutic effects. mystical type experiences or feelings of unity and oneness with the world, for example, are associated with the decrease in depression and anxiety. Knowing how each psychedelic creates these specific effects in the body can help clinicians optimize their therapeutic use. I like when they optimize. Yeah.
No.
Make it more better. So why it matters is going through a profound mental health crisis. The U.S. is going through a profound mental health crisis that has been exacerbated by COVID-19 pandemic. Yet there has been no truly psychedelic drug treatment since Prozac and other selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, the most common type of antidepressants of the 1980s. So yeah, they're mapping this shit out, man. We'll have some, cool drugs later on in life, man.
Yeah. Well, they're already out there. You just got to get them.
Yeah, you gotta get them.
Yeah. Inspirational quote of the day from Andy Henning. You should never feel totally useless. If nothing else, you can always be used as a bad example. Now go be somebody. You're welcome. You can microdose ketamine for PTSD and depression and mushroom, but they are only legal in Washington.
Or if you're Mike Tyson, you can get you some of them toxic frogs and
fucking
and then ingest the.
Dawn's asking where her drugs are.
Yeah, where are my drugs?
Where's my psychedelic drugs? I want to see some.
They're in Washington.
Yeah, they're in Washington. Yeah, go up there. Yeah. So,
do you want to do this controversial racist? Is this racist? Who's more wrong?
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, you can if you want.
No, I have a feeling we'll get banned if we.
You think so?
I don't know. It's a slippery slope.
Okay, let's ask the audience.
All right.
This is controversial.
All right.
I'll say it.
Here's the title, just so you have context.
Here's the title. I'm white. I'm automatically better than you. Racist man threatens to lynch black and what?
Black people.
Black Popeyes employees in video. Are you fucking kidding?
Oh no, it's.
Oh shit!
And
No. No.
Yeah, the.
No. That's a big fucking no. And you know what? If I had an N and an O, like huge, I would fucking put it up. No.
No. Well, yeah. Where's your show notes?
I haven't had show notes in a long time.
I know.
No, Vanessa, we're not gonna do it. No, can't do that. I mean, you forget we're in the South, so
what happened?
We're trying to be different now.
She says, "Do it." I mean, we can play it. It's gonna. It's gonna go. It's gonna go viral if it hasn't. And I'm surprised nobody's heard of it. It's gonna be the next viral video.
All right. Well, then play it. Fuck it.
All right, we're gonna go out on this.
We're gonna fuck it.
We're gonna go out on this because if we're gonna go out hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna warn and make this disclaimer. These views have nothing to do with the show.
It has nothing to do with the show. What we think or whatever. We're not
we
racist.
Don't agree
period.
With this. Yeah.
We don't agree with it. We don't do nothing. No. Okay, here we go.
Hold on.
No.
I gotta get it queued up. It's
This is a big fucking no.
Oh, and guess where it happened?
It's off.
What's off?
Is it off?
What?
No. What'd you say?
Oh, I said, guess where it happened?
Oh, no.
Guess what state?
Oh, man. I don't know what the fuck is that. Louisiana.
Nope. Florida.
Of course. Fucking Florida.
All right. It's going to be bad. Just a warning.
Oh, God.
Here we go. Ready?
Refund my bill. You want to talk to your boss? No. You want to talk to her for her calling me a fucking cracker? And what was you doing? I called her a fucking nigger after she called me a cracker. You have a nice day. Call the cops. Call the cops.
And you think I won't?
I think that was Morgan Freeman.
Y'all, all you niggers think this is fucking acceptable? Huh? You fucking nigger.
What's that? You? Like I said, you're entitled to your own freedom of speech. You can call it what you want to call it.
He can't call me that. He a cracker. Fuck him. He can suck a dick. Just like I told him. You can suck a dick. 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 You can suck a dick, cracker.
I bet you.
You can suck a dick, cracker.
I bet you I'll beat the fuck out of you.
You can suck a dick, cracker.
Your fucking parents
You
raised
can
you
suck
like
a dick, cracker. And look at what you're acting like, cracker. Cracker. Cracker.
Where's your fucking 7 acres and a mule, bitch? What, you mad you ain't getting
Cracker.
it?
Your grandmammy got it, bitch.
Yeah, okay.
You fat ass cracker. Fat ass. Your chicken getting cold, fat boy. Your chicken getting cold. Your chicken getting cold, fat boy.
Ooh. Yeah, that was racism is alive and well in Florida, apparently, at this chicken place.
I would have slapped the shit out of that motherfucker. I would have. Seriously. I was just waiting. I was just waiting for the manager just to fucking just wail on his fucking ass.
Right?
That is uncalled for. It really is. You know?
I mean, and I hate to say it, but that the chick is not helping the situation.
No,
all she's doing is throwing fuel on the fire.
That's true too. But I
mean, I'm not. He's definitely not justified in his actions.
No,
definitely not justified in what he's saying, and don't 100% don't agree and don't condone that type of fucking action. But you also don't have a fire and you don't throw fucking gasoline on top of it.
Ray does.
Well, that's
Raymond does. We got a fire.
That's
Let's
ironic.
throw some fucking gasoline on it, make it fucking bigger. Yeah. But no, yeah, she.
Yeah, and he says, "Yep, she's not helping at all."
No, of course not. And I don't think. I bet you she doesn't get. I bet you she doesn't get fired for that. I bet you she doesn't.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not. Because I mean,
but get this though. In 2014, the racist man was charged with felony domestic battery by strangulation, obstructing justice, and tampering in felony third-degree proceedings for strangling his partner.
His partner, as in male or female?
It doesn't say male or female.
So the motherfucker was gay.
You know, I don't know.
Well.
But he does have a violent past. So
yeah.
Once again.
Well, yeah, saying cracker is racist too. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And two wrongs don't make a right. Of course it doesn't.
That's exactly what I was saying. It's like two wrongs don't make a right. Like, you know, just, you know,
and Barney, yeah, it's people like him that is wrong with this world. I have a biracial nieces of different races, and they bleed the same damn color. Well, of course. So, yeah.
Yeah, and like she said, yeah, coming back with cracker isn't any better. Because, okay, so I had an experience when I was...
I've been called cracker.
16. I was actually at Kroger. It was one of my first jobs. And I was, you know, cashier. And then...
Oh, so you were a financial analyst.
I was
for Kroger.
Financial analyst for...
doing the cashier.
Cashier. It's French for cashier.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was doing that. And then the guy, one of the guys was bagging groceries or whatever. And he, like, straight up fucking called me a cracker. And I was just like... I looked at him. I was like... I wanted to beat his ass. And then luckily my manager was in earshot and he heard, and so he pulled us into the back room and like basically like, you know, condoned him and stuff and said, you know, you don't do that. It's like racist, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, at the time I was like kind of just taken back because I'd never been in that situation before.
Mm-hmm. But
then now as I'm older and stuff like that, I'm like, it doesn't bother me. It's just words because it's just like, if I allow it to have power, then I'm allowing it to bother me.
Right.
If I don't give it power, like, you know, if I don't give it the power, then it doesn't mean anything to me, then therefore it's not going to affect me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's just kind of how, like, when I was younger, how it,
Yeah, I get it.
experienced it. And
I get it.
now nothing fucking bothers me. I'm just like, fuck everybody.
Well, that's what you have to be nowadays. You have to, I mean, it's like, earlier I was in the car and I got a text message and I was, texting back at a red light. I wasn't driving. I was texting at a red light. I kept looking at the light, kept looking at the light, kept looking. And one time I didn't look at the light, it turned green. And so what happened was I heard this guy behind me, he honked his horn. He just, me. I go, dude, calm the fuck down. Everything's all right. Relax, okay? Just relax. And when we turned and he turned, he has a window on. He goes, dick. I said, calm down. Everything's all right. Relax, okay? You're going where you're going. I'm going, fuck you. So
I was going to say, you said all that out the window? Man, I didn't know you could have a whole conversation when somebody's passing you.
No. I was just saying, just relax.
Yeah.
Calm the fuck down. Relax. You're going. You're going.
I told you about my little
fuck that
road rage incident.
Fucking piece of shit. He looked like a fucking dweeb anyway. Who cares?
Yeah.
He was driving in a car. It sounded like a fucking popcorn popper. Whatever. So, yeah, that's that. I don't really give a fuck what people think.
Hey, you know what time it is?
8:30.
It's time to go to Blue Goose.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay, let's go to Blue Goose.
Hey,
I don't know.
Okay, Thursday's the 31st. Okay.
Today's Tuesday.
I know. I'm getting the podcast ready for Thursday.
Already?
Yeah.
During a podcast?
During a podcast.
Oh my God. All right.
Hey, man.
Do you want to end this one first and then do that one?
Nah.
Oh, so you gotta be. It's okay. All right.
I'm just kidding. No, I just wanted to get everything prepared since I have it up. That way, if I have to do anything on Thursday, it'll be here.
Oh, okay. Anybody want to come in and be a guest on Thursday?
Yeah, come on in.
Hey, Andy, you gonna be feeling okay? Are you gonna be feeling okay, Andy?
Yeah, I want to hear about your experience.
You can come in.
Speaking of, Patrick, do you have anything interesting, fun, exciting happen this weekend?
I just had a guy piss in my car.
Did you talk about that on the air yet or no?
No.
Oh, that's right. You talked about it at the campfire, but you didn't talk about it on there.
Yeah. He was a dumbass dickhead.
So what happened with that?
He was a dumbass dickhead that I picked up. And I drove him to the house and he passed out. He passed out in the car at first, and then he started getting belligerent with me and started arguing with me about a bunch of different shit. I had no fucking clue what he was talking about. Then he passed out again, and then he woke up again, and he said, "Oh, I gotta piss." Okay, I don't need to piss anymore.
Oh, hell.
I went, you son of a bitch. You know what? This is what you get for being a dick. Watch your fucking bank account, and it's going to go lower. And sure enough, later on that night, it went lower.
So what happens in that situation? Do you have to take pictures?
Yeah, you have to take pictures.
Yeah,
you have to take pictures. I took 3.
I
took 4.
I was going to say, I'd do like a video, be like, look, bitches.
No, I can't. You can't send videos. Send a picture. And then just you attach them. You attach them to the help thing or to the complaint or whatever. You send it in and all that. And they asked what happened. I said, some dude was plastered. He passed out, woke up, he said he needed to use the bathroom and he pissed in my seat. What are you going to do?
Can you legally have like a breathalyzer and make them blow into it before you accept a ride?
I don't know.
I mean, what is their protocol for picking up drunk people?
Just picking them up. You can decline.
I was going to say.
You can decline because I was declining him at first because I didn't want to deal with his ass, And there was a couple that I didn't want to deal with, but I did it anyway, And when he got into the car, I just told him, I said, sit there, Don't say a fucking word and put your seatbelt on. That's it. That's all I said. Is that I don't want to hear your voice. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear nothing from you. But he did it anyway. And before he even said that he has to piss, I was already going to do it just for the hell of it.
Do what?
To say that he pissed in my seat.
Oh.
Because he was an asshole. But he actually pissed in the seat, and then that happened. So. And that's my story.
And that's my story.
And that's my story. I'm sticking fucking to it.
Nice.
So, yeah, I can refuse a passenger. I refused one. It wasn't yesterday. It was Sunday that I did. Yeah, I refused one on Sunday. So.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah, they have ratings. Yes, they do. And he was straight up 5. That's the highest you can go, but he was a straight up 5.
So clearly he didn't have a history of acting like a fool.
No, yes, it didn't smell after I fucking cleaned it. It didn't smell.
If he was drunk, it was alcohol, then that means it was probably just
Yeah.
the water.
It was just but just the way he smelled, he just he smelled like a fucking brewery. That's it. So what if he had a bad day?
He had a very bad day.
Yeah, Vanessa, but you know what? I get people have bad days. They're entitled to them and all that. It's all good, but don't get in my car and act like a fucking fool. You know? That's my thing. So anyway.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, man.
That's the only thing that happened this weekend.
That's it?
That's it. Nothing else.
I had that event on Friday. That was pretty fucking crazy. Long ass fucking day. It was the John Mulaney thing. So I was working for this company called what was it? Yonder. YNDER or something, some weird spelling. Anyway, what it is, it's like a sleeve that basically. So it was a comedy special for John Mulaney. So what they do is they take your phone and your Apple Watch or any type of smart device, and then they put it into this little pouch.
Right.
And then they magnetically seal it so that way you can't open it, and so therefore you're not on your fucking phone during a comedy special and everything else. And it also prevents people from trying to copy and steal content and that sort of thing.
Right.
And in the area that I was working is the unlock area, so it was like the Jack Daniels lounge basically.
Yeah.
So I was hanging out there, and of course we had to open up all these people's phones, and a couple people actually gave me tips and shit, which I was like, hey, that's fucking cool. All I'm doing is opening your phone and closing it, whatever. But thanks, cool, whatnot. But yeah, it was interesting. I had these couple guys that came back 4 or 5 times, and they were like, dude, this show fucking sucks. They were like, if my company hadn't have paid for us to be here, they'd I'd never in a million years go to this fucking show. And a couple times I broke away to kind of listen into the skit and stuff, and I'm just like,
right,
I don't know if it's his voice, I don't know if it's his delivery, it's just it doesn't resonate, you know what I mean?
Right.
Where certain comedians and shit like that, Chappelle and even Jim Gaffigan, a lot of it's all about the delivery and stuff and the tone and everything else, and it just, I don't know, it was just with him, for some reason he needs to stick to writing.
Right.
Because I don't know if you know this or not, he used to be a SNL writer, I think a skit writer or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're skit writers right now. They're getting a little better, SNLs. But before, they went through a really dry period where nothing was fucking funny.
Yeah. No, they did. Now their stuff's fucking hilarious. Speaking of, when I talked to Spectrum, because that was one of the other things I had to handle this weekend. The guy I talked to mentioned the Spectrum Saturday Night Live skit apparently there's one out there, and so I watched it, and dude, it's fucking hilarious.
Is it?
It kind of felt like I feel like I should play it on this show just because it's like, this is what I feel like every fucking time I talk to fucking Spectrum. So if any of y'all haven't seen it, go check out the SNL skit of Spectrum, and then you can fucking welcome to my world.
Right.
Except for it's 10 times worse.
Right.
I love how we had a team of 3 fucking people here. Oh, no, we had 3 cars. We had more than 3 people.
3 cars, 6 people.
Yeah.
2 in each.
Jesus.
So
it's crazy. And we're no further ahead than we were from the get-go back in August.
Right. Well, if anybody wants to come in on Wednesday, or not Wednesday, on Thursday, let us know. All right.
Yeah.
And we'll sit and we'll chat. All right.
Hell yeah. All right, everybody. Y'all have a wonderful night. And if you get bored, we can be over here at Blue Goose in Highland Village.
Hey, Andy, gonna make it?
Yeah, Andy, gonna make it with your snaggletooth.
bring your.
I'll make sure they make that burrito extra mushy.
Oh God. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Love you long time. We will catch you on Thursday, and y'all have a wonderful evening, and we'll catch you later.
See y'all later. Y'all take care. Bye.
Adios.